Let us try to do some problems later. See the first problem. A tuning fork P has a frequency 3% more than that of standard fork. Okay. Second fork, capital Q, has a frequency 2% less than that of standard fork. When P and Q are sounded together, the number of beats produced per second is 8. The frequency of fork Q is, so try to do it. Anyone? A tuning fork P has a frequency 3% more than that of the standard fork. A second fork Q has a frequency 2% less than that of the standard fork. Can anyone tell me? The tuning fork P has a frequency 3% more than that of your standard fork. Okay. Anyone better? See, I don't know what is a standard fork now. So what I'll do is I'll take standard fork frequency is equals to, say for example, some n. Okay. So frequency of your P will be equal to your, say for example, n plus 3% more. That means 3n divided by 100. That means this will become for me your n into 1 plus 3 by 100. That will be equal to 1.03 times of n. And frequency of your Q is 2% less. That means n minus 2n divided by 100. So that will be equal to your n common 1 minus 2 by your 100. So that will be approximately 0.98 times of your n. Now P and Q are sounded together, beta. P and Q are sounded together. So it is producing how many beats, beta? 8 beats per second. So the number of beats produced per second is how much? 8. That is given in the problem. So the difference in the frequencies of P and Q is how much, beta? 8. So I can say right now there, frequency of your P minus frequency of your Q is given as of your 8 beats per second. That means this will become for me 1.03 times of n minus 0.98 times of your n is equals to your 8. 1.03 minus 0.98. How much I'm getting, you see? 0.05 n is equals to your 8. So n will be equal to your 8 divided by 0.05. So this is approximately, I'll be getting it as of your 160 hertz. So standard frequency of the standard fork is how much, better? Therefore, frequency of the standard fork will be equal to 160 hertz. Once I know the value of the standard frequency, now I can calculate the frequency of your P and frequency of your Q. That is 1.03 into 160. Isn't it? So frequency of that one will be equal to how much? That will give me the answer. Now what is asking is tuning fork of Q. So N of your Q will be equal to. So N of Q is how much for me? 0.98 into 160. So that will be equal to somewhere around 156.8 hertz. Clear? Sure. Next question. Two tuning forks have frequencies 380 and 384 hertz. Okay, when they are sounded together, they produce 4 beats. They produce how many beats? 4 beats. After hearing the maximum sound, how long will it take to hear the minimum sound? Okay, this is a question. See, two tuning forks have the frequencies of, so this is your tuning fork 1 and this is your tuning fork 2. Frequency of this one is 380 hertz and frequency of this one is 384 hertz. When they are sounded together, they produce 4 beats. Okay, they are producing 4 beats per second. After hearing the maximum sound, how long will it take to hear the minimum sound? Now see, given beat frequency is how much beta? 4. So we need to find the time interval between maxima and minima. And you know beat frequency time period is how much beta? Time period is 1 by frequency of your beat. Isn't it? That means that will be equal to frequency of the beat is given how much for me? 4. That means 1 by 4. So this is the time between what? One maxima and one minima. Isn't it? That means the time of your beat is equals to 1 by 4 seconds. So time interval between one maximum and one minima is how much beta? The time interval between one maxima and minima is how much beta? T beat divided by 2 time interval. Isn't it? So T is equals to time interval is how much? 1 by 4 divided by 2. That will be equal to 1 by 8 seconds. Clear? Any doubt in this one? Very good. Shall I discuss some questions later? सेक्शन बी के क्वेश्चंस कर लेता हूं जल्दी, जितना टाइम हो सका उतने में, इसके बाद बाकी क्वेश्चंस कर लेंगे. See this one. For the system shown, the escape velocity of mass m is, आया किसी को ये प्रॉब्लम बेटा? Mass capital M and 4m, isn't it? Are separated by distance of r and 2r. उसके बीच में एक small m है. पर escape velocity, total energy कितनी होनी चाहिए बेटा? Total energy must be 0 at the point of your launch, isn't it? So right now, apply the energy right now. Total energy should be equal to how much? Total energy must be equal to 0. Yani first one is capital G, capital M, small m divided by your R minus 4 times of your capital G, capital M, small m divided by distance between them is 2R plus kinetic energy of that one half into m into v square must be equal to 0. That means I can write from this one half into m into v square is equals to, this will become how much better for me? If I'm doing right now minus capital G, capital M, small m by R will be common. So it is minus of minus, it will go here right now, that will become for positive. That means this will become for me 6 times of capital G, capital M, small m divided by 2 times of your R. That means 2 ones are 2 threes are, so it is 3 times of capital G, capital M, small m divided by your R. So it is your half into m into your v square. This m and this m will also will get cancelled right now there. So v square will be equal to how much for me beta? V square is equals to 3 to the 6, that is 6 times of capital G, capital M divided by R. So from this one I can write the value of V. V is equals to under root of 6 times of your capital G, capital M divided by R. That will be the answer for this one. Fourth option will be the answer. 37. Kinetic energy of the satellite is given as 2 times of capital G, capital M, small m divided by R. Its total energy and potential energy respectively are how much? You know that total energy will be equal to minus of kinetic energy, negative kinetic energy. That means the total energy will be equal to minus of 2 times of capital G, capital M, small m divided by your R. Isn't it? That means potential energy will be equal to how much better? Potential energy will be equal to 2 times of your total energy. So therefore I can write potential energy is equals to 2 into 2, that will become 4 minus 4 times of your capital G, capital M, small m divided by R. Direct question. Isn't it? So what will be the answer? Second option. Very good. 38. The gravitational field at a distance r by 2 from the center of a uniform thin hollow sphere of mass capital M and radius capital R as shown in the figure will be equal to your how much? See, field due to the hollow sphere inside everywhere is how much beta? 0. Then field is due to what right now for me? Mass only. And capital M is at what distance beta? Capital M is the distance of your A. That means at a distance of 2r from the surface. Isn't it? So I can write here gravitational field E is equals to your capital G, capital M divided by, this will be equal to 2 into R plus of your R by 2 whole square. Okay. So that will be equal to your 2R by 2 plus this one. That means this will become for me 4 times of capital G, capital M divided by 25 times of R square towards A. Then second option will be the answer. This question तो direct question है 39 में revision में भी करवाया था. The ratio of the tensile stress to shear stress on the surface yes as shown in the figure is how much? F दे रखा है बेटा, अब इसको करना क्या? रिजॉल्व कर लेना इस डायरेक्शन में और इस डायरेक्शन. ठीक है ना? इस डायरेक्शन में कितना बन जाएगा? F into your cos 30 बनेगा और इस डायरेक्शन में F into your sin of your 30 बन जाएगा. तो पूछा क्या? रेशियो ऑफ टेंसिल, यहाँ पर हो जाएगा टेंसिल स्ट्रेस divided by shear stress. Divided by shear stress. So that will be equal to tensile stress is nothing but iska force along the tangent, yani F cos of your 30 divided by your A divided by shearing matlab perpendicular F into your sin 30 divided by uska area. So area cancel ho jayega. F also gets cancelled. Sin by cos. This will become for me equal to your cot of your 30 degree. So cot 30 matlab kitna? Root 3. So it is root 3 is to 1 will be the answer. The modulus of rigidity is 0 for beta. Modulus of rigidity is 0 for your ideal liquids. A steel ball of mass m falls in a viscous liquid with terminal velocity v. Then the steel ball of mass 8m will fall in the same liquid with the terminal velocity of this one. Direct question मैंने क्लास में भी बहुत बार लिखवाया था इसके अंदर. Mass is directly proportional to your r cube. And terminal velocity is directly proportional to your r square. That means the terminal velocity is directly proportional to your mass to the power of your 2 by 3. लिखा था कि नहीं क्लास में? So it is v1 by your v2 will be equal to your m to the power of 2 by 3. उसका और एक mass कितना है बेटा? 8m. यानी this one is 8m to the power of your 2 by 3. So that will be equal to m to the power of 2 by 3, m to the power of 2 by 3. 8 to the power of 2 by 3 मतलब 1 by 2. That means ये हो गया 1 by 4. तो कितना बन जाएगा बेटा? सो V2 विल बी इक्वल टू योर 4 टाइम्स ऑफ V1, सो इट शुड बी 4 टाइम्स ऑफ V1। ठीक है, चलो 42 तो आप लोग करे होंगे बहुत सारे लोग। The body of density rho has been dropped into a lake from a height h above the surface of water having the density sigma, neglecting all the dissipative effects, the acceleration due to gravity। मैंने बहुत बार करवाया था इसको। Acceleration कैसे लिखते हैं बेटा? Acceleration is equals to your upthrust minus your weight of the body divided by your mass। In which direction बेटा? ये acceleration आएगा ऊपर के डायरेक्शन में। So this will be equal to A into V into sigma minus V into rho divided by V into rho into your G common। तो ये हो जाएगा मेरे पास sigma divided by rho minus 1 into your G, that will be the acceleration। In which direction बेटा? Down, upward direction। क्योंकि बायनेंसी फोर्स ऊपर लगेगी तो उसका एक्सेलरेशन भी ऊपर के डायरेक्शन में जाएगा बेसिकली। ठीक है ना? Next one, a capillary tube of radius capillary is immersed in the water and water rises in it up to a height of capital H। Mass of the water in the capillary tube is capital M. If the radius of the tube is double, the mass of water that will rise in the capillary tube will be equal to how much? Surface tension का formula H is equals to 2T into your cos theta divided by R rho into G। यानी H is inversely proportional to your capital R। है कि नहीं? क्लियर है यहाँ तक? तो मास का फॉर्मूला लिखिए, मास इज इक्वल्स टू योर वॉल्यूम इनटू योर डेंसिटी। वॉल्यूम इज इक्वल्स टू हाउ मच वर्क, एरिया इनटू इट्स लेंथ। यानी यहाँ पर एरिया हो जाएगा पाई इनटू योर आर स्क्वायर इनटू हाइट ऑफ द लिक्विड कॉलम इन द कैपिलरी ट्यूब इज h इनटू रो। यानी मास इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू योर, क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? सो दैट इज इक्वल्स टू योर पाई इनटू योर आर स्क्वायर, h की वैल्यू हो गई 1/r इनटू रो, ये r स्क्वायर चले गया, यानी मास इज इक्वल्स टू पाई इनटू r इनटू योर रो। तो ये हो गया रिलेशन। So mass is directly proportional to your R। So अगर radius double हुआ तो mass in the capillary tube is also becoming double, यानी it will become for me 2m। So m1 by your m2 is equals to r1 by your r2। r1 कितना था? r था, r2 हो गया 2 times of r। तो m2 पूछा है, m2 is equals to 2 times of your m1, m1 is equals to m। क्लियर है? चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 44, ये तो डायरेक्ट ये भी करवाया था मैंने। द फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द वर्टिकल वॉल, तो इस लिक्विड की वजह से इसके ऊपर फोर्स कितना लगेगा? तो मैं यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा क्रॉस सेक्शन ले रहा हूँ बेटा, इस क्रॉस सेक्शन पे फोर्स कितना लगेगा? मान के चलो ये डिस्टेंस ऊपर से कुछ y है और इसका विड्थ हो गया मेरे पास dy, यानी एक छोटा सा एलिमेंट ले रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ पर इसका, इस तरह से, ठीक है ना? तो इसका विड्थ हो गया मेरे पास dy और इसका डिस्टेंस हो गया मेरे पास 1 मीटर। The force acting on the vertical wall of a dam per unit width बोल रहा है ना, if the water level in the dam is capital D and density of the water is rho, isn't it? So ये साइड व्यू है इसका बेसिकली। तो इसको फोर्स निकालो, फोर्स लिखने का तरीका बताइए जल्दी से। फोर्स इज इक्वल्स टू h रो इंटू जी, तो यहाँ पर हो गया df, df इज इक्वल्स टू योर रो g इंटू y इंटू योर, ये हो गया dy इंटू योर l पार्ट ऑफ, यानी कितना हो गया 1, isn't it? तो यहाँ पर df इज इक्वल्स टू, ये कितना बन जाएगा? रो जी वाई इंटू योर डी वाई। तो फोर्स निकालो इसमें से, f इज इक्वल्स टू इंटीग्रल ऑफ योर df टोटल के लिए, तो दैट विल बी इक्वल टू योर इंटीग्रल 0 टू योर कैपिटल D, ये हो गया रो जी वाई इंटू योर डी वाई। तो इसमें से रो और g कॉमन हो गया, इंटीग्रल ऑफ योर y इंटू योर डी वाई फ्रॉम 0 टू कैपिटल D, तो ये हो गया रो इंटू योर कैपिटल G, इंटीग्रल ऑफ y इंटू डी वाई इज नथिंग बट y स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 2, तो ये हो गया लिमिट्स 0 टू कैपिटल D, सो इट इज इक्वल टू रो g इंटू योर कैपिटल D स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 2, रो g इंटू D स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 2, यानी कौन सा ऑप्शन आ रहा है बेटा यहाँ पर? सेकेंड ऑप्शन। हाँ, नेक्स्ट वन, a capillary tube of radius capillar is dipped in the water of surface tension S. As a result, the water rises in the tube forming a concave curved part of radius R. The height of water that rises in the tube is given by your how much? देखो हम लोग ने कैपिलरी ट्यूब का फॉर्मूला करा था, याद है आप लोगों को? ये अगर वाटर है कैपिलरी ट्यूब में तो ये इस तरह से इसमें राइज हो जाएगा और ये पूरा इसके अंदर वाटर, ये हो गया अपना कैपिलरी ट्यूब। तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक ये हो गया इसका रेडियस कैपिटल R और इसका रेडियस बनेगा यहाँ पर स्मॉल r, दोनों के बीच में एंगल हो गई थीटा। तो इस दोनों का रिलेशन मैंने लिखवाया था आप लोगों को, स्मॉल r इज इक्वल्स टू कैपिटल R डिवाइडेड बाई कॉस थीटा बोल के, एंड h का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा? h इज इक्वल्स टू 2 इंटू टी इंटू योर कॉस थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय आर रो इंटू जी. यहाँ पर सरफेस टेंशन एस से रिप्रेजेंट करा है, तो 2 times of your s into your cos theta divided by r rho into g. यानी that will be equal to your capital R into your cos theta can be written as small r. यानी ये हो जाएगा 2 times of your s divided by r rho into your g. Isn't it? Second option will be the answer. क्लियर है बेटा? बहुत सिंपल पेपर था, आराम से करने लायक पेपर था बेसिकली. थोड़े बच्चे तो 35th क्वेश्चन भी रॉन्ग करके आए. द करेक्ट रिलेशन बिटवीन कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ लीनियर एक्सपेंशन एंड सुपरफिशियल एक्सपेंशन क्या होता है बेटा? बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू योर 2 times of your alpha, isn't it? So alpha is equals to कितना? Beta divided by 2. Alpha is equals to your beta divided by 2. First option will be the answer for this. ठीक है. 34 वाला बेटा डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है. द रेशियो ऑफ थर्मल रेजिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला बताइए बेटा. R is equals to your L divided by K into your A. The ratio of thermal conductivities of two different substances are 16:9. If the thermal resistance of this rod of the same thickness are equal, then ratio of their lengths will be equal to your how much? यानी L is equals to your R K into your A. तो इसमें से L1 by L2 निकालो, that is equals to K1 by your K2. So K1 by your K2 मतलब क्या? Ratio of thermal conductivities are K1 is given 16, this one is 9. तो क्या बन जाएगा बेटा? 16:9. कितना सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, कितना सिंपल क्वेश्चन था. रेसिस्ट द डायमेंशंस ऑफ द थर्मल रेजिस्टेंस, ये आप लोग कर लीजिए, आ जाता हो आप लोग को ऑलरेडी. रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ ए कंडक्टिंग रॉड इज इंक्रीज बाय 3%, देन इंक्रीज इन द थर्मल रेजिस्टेंस विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? ये भी डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला, ये रेजिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला लगा लीजिए. R इज इक्वल्स टू योर L डिवाइडेड बाय K इनटू योर ये. अगर इसको एरर में लिख रहा हूं मैं, सो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू डेल्टा R बाय R इनटू योर 100 परसेंटेज में लिख रहा हूं, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू योर, ये कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 2 times of your डेल्टा L by your L into your 100. ठीक है ना? ये L2 कैसा आ गया बेटा? क्योंकि एरिया जो है ना बेटा, वॉल्यूम इज इक्वल्स टू एरिया इनटू लेंथ लिखोगे, सो एरिया इज इक्वल्स टू वॉल्यूम बाय लेंथ. तो रेजिस्टेंस का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा? R इज इक्वल्स टू योर L डिवाइडेड बाय K इनटू एरिया इज V बाय योर L. तो L ऊपर चले जाएगा, तो इट इज योर L स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय K इनटू V. तो R इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू L स्क्वायर हो गया. तो इसका डेल्टा R बाय R विल बिकम फॉर मी 2 times ऑफ डेल्टा L बाय L. उसको परसेंटेज में लिख रहा हूँ बेसिकली यहाँ पर, वैसे सादा लिख लीजिए. ठीक है ना? तो कितना दे रखा है प्रॉब्लम में? 3%. सो इट इज योर 2 into your 3%, यानी ये बन गया मेरे पास 6%. सेकंड ऑप्शन डायरेक्ट आंसर. ठीक है, चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 31 देखो बेटा. A black body radiates a power P and maximum energy is radiated at a wavelength lambda. When the temperature is changed so that the maximum energy radiated corresponds to your wavelength of 2 lambda by 3, the power radiated will be equal to your how much? कितने जनों का आया बेटा? कितने जनों का आया फॉर्मूला? विंग्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट लगाइए. विंग्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट का फॉर्मूला याद है आप लोगों को? लैम्डा 1 into your T1 will be equal to लैम्डा 2 into T2. पावर का फॉर्मूला, पावर इज इक्वल्स टू स्टीफेंस लॉ, पावर इज इक्वल्स टू सिग्मा into your A into your T to the power of 4, isn't it? So पावर पूछा है तो पावर का इक्वेशन देख लीजिए. P1 by your P2 is equals to your T1 to the power of 4 divided by T2 to the power of 4. यानी that will be equal to your T is inversely proportional to your wavelength. ये बन जाएगा lambda to the power of 4 divided by lambda 1 to the power of 4. ठीक है ना? तो this will be equal to your, ये कितना आ जाएगा? lambda 2 lambda by 3 to the power of 4 divided by lambda to the power of 4. 2 into 4 is 16 by your 81. So it is a P1 divided by P2. तो P2 कितना बन जाएगा? P2 is equals to 81 divided by 16 times of your P. Second option will be the answer. ठीक है, चलो ये तो सभी लोग रहे होंगे. 30th question. For a rectangular plate, circular hole is being cut out. As the temperature is increased, you know that all of them will be increasing. 1 will increase, B will increase, R will increase, R decrease बोल रहे नहीं होगा, तो 1, 2 and 3 will be the answer for this one. 30. Very good. Next one. ये भी direct question है. 3 rods of the same dimensions have the thermal conductivity as shown. The temperature of the junction will be equal to your how much? 1 minute. हाँ बेटा, एंटरिंग विल बी इक्वल टू योर नेगेटिव पार्ट ऑफ रिलेशन। तो यहाँ से देखो, मान के चलो 100 है, ये 200 है, तो यहाँ से कुछ एनर्जी आ जाएगी, हीट एनर्जी H1, तो यहाँ पर से कुछ हीट एनर्जी आ जाएगी H2, और यहाँ से जाएगी H3, हायर टेम्परेचर से आएगा ना बेटा। आई कैन राइट हियर H1 प्लस ऑफ योर H2 प्लस ऑफ योर H3 इज इक्वल्स टू योर 0, isn't it? तो हीट का फॉर्मूला तो मालूम है अपने को, थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी इसका दे रखा है 2 टाइम्स ऑफ K इंटू एरिया, ये इसका टेम्परेचर 100, कॉमन टेम्परेचर यहाँ पर मान के चलो कैपिटल T है जंक्शन के पास, सो इंटू T डिवाइडेड बाई योर L, प्लस ये हो जाएगा 3 टाइम्स ऑफ K ये इंटू योर 50 माइनस ऑफ T डिवाइडेड बाई इसका भी लेंथ L, प्लस ये हो गया मेरे पास K ये इंटू यहाँ पर हो गया -10, ये -T डिवाइडेड बाई L इज इक्वल्स टू 0 कर दो, isn't it? So Ka by L, Ka by L, Ka by L gets cancelled. 2 into 100 is nothing but 200 minus of 2T plus 3 5 is 15, that is 150 minus of 3T. This will be equal to your minus of your 10. So it will be your minus of 10 minus of T will be equal to 0. तो पूरे 3 टर्म्स एक जा ले लीजिए, 2 3 -3, तो -3 -6 यानी ये हो गया 60. 200 150 will be equal to 3 -10, that means 140, that means this will become for me 340. So T will be equal to 340 divided by 6, so that will be equal to 56.6 degrees centigrade. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वन, थर्मल कैपेसिटी ऑफ द बॉडी डिपेंड्स ऑन, थर्मल कैपेसिटी बोलो हीट कैपेसिटी बोलो, वन एंड द सेम ना बेटा। सो थर्मल कैपेसिटी और हीट कैपेसिटी और थर्मल कैपेसिटी तो फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बेटा, m into your s, mass into specific heat, isn't it? So mass into specific heat means heat given, m is depending upon the mass of the body and as well as of your specific heat, that is material of the body. So 4 and 2 will be the answer for this, and fourth option 2 and 4. Clear? 27, ये तो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, याद होगा आप लोगों को। two rods of different materials having the coefficient of thermal expansion alpha 1 alpha 2 and Young's modulus y1 and y2 are fixed between two massive rods. The rods are heated such that they undergo the same increase in the temperature, there is no bending, and alpha 1 and alpha 2 is 4:5. The thermal stress is equals to how much? Thermal stress का फॉर्मूला क्या है बेटा, thermal stress will be equal to your y into alpha into your delta theta, यानी I can write here y1 alpha 1 will be equal to y2 into your alpha 2. So y1 divided by y2 is equals to alpha 2 divided by alpha 1, that is nothing but equal to your 5/4, and 5:4 will be the answer for this simple question. इतना आसान था पेपर, देखो है कि नहीं। नेक्स्ट वन, two soap bubbles of radius 3 cm 4 cm collides to form, ये भी मैंने रिवीजन में करवाया था। उसने क्या बोला, two soap bubbles, isn't it? So R1 दे रखा है 3 centimeters and R2 दे रखा है 4 centimeters, collides to form a single bubble under isothermal condition. The radius of the bigger bubble will be equal to your how much? याद है आप लोगों को, R is equals to your under root of your R1 square plus of your R2 square, R1 square plus of your R2 square, कहाँ गया ये, R2 square, that is equals to under root of your 3 square plus of your 4 square. तो कितना आ जाएगा, under root of 3 square is 9, 16, that will be equal to root 25, यानी that will be equal to your 5 centimeters will be the answer. That's it. Next one, a liquid will not wet the surface of the solid if the angle of your contact is, see, the liquid will not wet the surface of the solid if the angle of contact is greater than 90 degrees. It should be greater than 90 degrees. Fourth option. 24, again very important question. At critical temperature the surface tension of the liquid is taken as 0. NCERT का क्वेश्चन है बेटा, very important, बच्चे इसको मिस करते हैं। NCERT का पॉइंट है, क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर के पास the surface tension of the liquid is 0. क्लास पढ़ाते होते मैंने थियरी बोलते वक्त बोला था इस पॉइंट पे। उसके बाद विस्कोसिटी ऑफ लिक्विड, ये भी बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस किया था मैंने, विस्कोसिटी ऑफ योर लिक्विड, so viscosity of a liquid will decreases with increase in temperature, याद रख लो, जैसे जैसे टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा उसका विस्कोसिटी कम होते जाएगा, so it will decreases with increase in your temperature, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन। उसके बाद ये क्या है देखो बेटा, terminal speeds of 2 cm diameter ball is 20 cm in a viscous liquid, then the speed of 4 cm diameter ball of the same material in the same liquid will be equal to your how much? Terminal velocity का formula V is directly proportional to R square, so V1 by V2 is equals to R1 by your R2 का whole square, डायमीटर में लिखो, इसमें लिखो, इट विल बी वन इन द सेम। तो फर्स्ट वन का क्या है, टर्मिनल स्पीड ऑफ 2 सेंटीमीटर डायमीटर, यानी रेडियस कितना बन जाएगा बेटा, d/2, यानी d is to 2, तो ये कितना बन जाएगा 1, और ये बन जाएगा कितना 4, यानी 2 स्क्वायर, ये हो गया 1 स्क्वायर, यानी ये बन जाएगा 1/4, isn't it? तो v1 की वैल्यू कितनी दे रखी है बेटा, v1 की वैल्यू दे रखी है 20, v2 की वैल्यू पूछ रहा है, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 1/4, यानी v2 इज इक्वल्स टू 20 into 4, 2 4 is 8, that is 80 centimeter per second will be the answer. One step answer. हाँ, gases will increase with that one. चलो नेक्स्ट वन 21, ये भी मैंने कितने की बार करवाया था यार, isn't it? A piece of ice floating in a beaker containing the thick sugar solution of the water. As the ice melts, the total level of the liquid क्या हो जाएगा? See, ice is been floating in a beaker containing a thick solution. थिक सुगर सॉल्यूशन में जब आइस फ्लोट कर रहा है, मतलब जैसे आइस का वेट होगा ना, तो वेट की वजह से थोड़ा लेवल ऑफ द सुगर सॉल्यूशन क्या हो जाएगा, इंक्रीज होगा। तो जैसे जैसे आइस मेल्ट होगा तो टोटल लेवल ऑफ द लिक्विड भी क्या हो जाएगा, उसका इंक्रीज होगा। सिर्फ डेंसिटी ऑफ दिस शुगर अगर हम लोग ले रहे हैं, इसको जस्ट इक्वेट कर लो, वैसे ज्यादा कुछ भी नहीं है बेसिकली। ओके, सो लेवल विल बी इंक्रीजिंग, डेंसिटी पे डिपेंड करता है। ये वाला भी डायरेक्ट है, रेगुलर क्वेश्चन बेसिकली आप लोग ने करा होगा। तो बेसिकली ये 2 सेंटीमीटर से पूरा h है, मान के चलो यहाँ से यहाँ तक। A tube of uniform cross section filled with two immersible liquid, one is a water with density rho, another is a liquid of density rho. The liquid interface lies 2 centimeter above the base. The relation between rho and rho w will be equal to how much? You know that the pressure will be the same, Pascal's law लगा रहे हैं। So density of your water into g into your h will be equal to your density of your water at the other surface, यहाँ पर will be equal to density of water into g into your 2 plus rho into g into the remaining height will be equal to h minus 2, this one. Okay, pressure at this point A must be equal to pressure at your point B. तो दोनों की इक्वेट कर लीजिए, that will give me density of water will be equal to your rho. Done? Sure. Next one. A block of ice of area A and height h 0.5 meter is floating in water. In order to just support a man of mass 100 kg, the area A should be equal to how much? Specific gravity of ice is given as 0.8. Yani total weight here must be equal to, pen is getting stuck. Total weight must be equal to your total upthrust. है कि नहीं? So weight का formula लिख लो, total weight है ये basically. That means A into your, this one is how much for me? 0.5 into your 900 into your G. Weight is equal to M into G. और उसका और एक weight कितना है? 100 into your G. That is also acting in downward direction. A plus है. So it is your A into upthrust की वजह से 0.5 into your 1000 density of water into G. इसमें से A की वैल्यू निकाल दो, A की वैल्यू आ जाएगी बेसिकली। नेक्स्ट वन, the volume of the liquid flowing per second out of an orifice at the bottom of the tank does not depend upon, so velocity जो orifice से निकलेगा, Torsell's theorem, V is equals to under root of 2g into h. So rate of flow will be equal to how much for me beta? Under root of your 2gh into your area. Rate of flow is equal to how much for me? A1 into your V1. Isn't it? So it is independent of density of your liquid beta. Height of the liquid पे depend कर रहा है, acceleration due to gravity, density does not depend on the density of liquid. It depends upon the area of interface, acceleration पे depend कर रहा है, h पे भी depend कर रहा है इसको. Next one, 17th one. ये तो छोटा question है. 8 spherical raindrops of same mass and radius are been falling down with a terminal speed of 6 centimeter per second. If they collide to form one bigger drop, what is the terminal speed? कितने drops बेटा? 8 drops. 8 into volume of this one is 4/3 pi into your r cube is equals to your 4/3 pi into capital R cube, capital small r relation. 4/3 will get cancelled, so it is 8 into r cube is equals to capital R cube. Yani capital R is equals to 2 times of small r. Terminal velocity formula, V1 by V2 is equals to your R1 square divided by R2 square. ठीक है ना? So R1 square is how much? R square. R2 square is how much for me? 2r into your whole square. R square will get cancelled, so it is 1/4. Isn't it? So terminal speed of first one is given how much for me? 6. So this one is your 6 divided by V2 is equals to 1/4. That means V2 is equals to 6 into 4. 6 4s are 24. So this should be 24 centimeter per second. Okay? That is simple question. Next one. The surface tension experiment with a capillary tube of length of 0.5 meter, water rises up to 0.1 meter. The same experiment is repeated in an artificial satellite which is revolving around the earth. Water will rise in the capillary tube to a height of your how much? See, in artificial satellite, effective weight will be zero beta, but upward surface of the tension force will be there. So hence the liquid will rise up to the full length of the capillary tube. That is a very important condition. So it should be rising to the full length. क्योंकि in artificial satellite, effective weight will be zero, no doubt. But upward surface tension force will be there. So because of the upward surface tension force, the liquid will rise up to the maximum height. ये वाला तो direct question है 15th वाला. Based on the curve shown below, which material is more elastic? See, more elastic किस पे डिपेंड करता है बेटा? यंग्स मॉडुलस पे. Y is equals to your stress divided by your strain, isn't it? So 1 and 2 पे अगर मैं लिख रहा हूँ, the more the Young's modulus, the more will be the elasticity, isn't it? So the more the Young's modulus, the more elastic the material will be. Clear, beta? So from the given figure I can write. So if I'm taking some angle right now for this one, मान के चलो first one is making some angle. If I'm writing with respect to the strain, this one is your alpha and this one is, say for example, beta. Okay. So if I'm writing tan alpha, so I'm right here right now. So tan alpha will be equal to y1 and tan beta is for your y2. So obviously tan alpha is greater than of your tan beta. So obviously y1 is greater than of your y2. So one is more elastic than the other part of relation. Clear? So what I can write here? Material 1. 14th one तो direct question है, आप लोग कर रहे होंगे. The steel wire of diameter d has a breaking strength of F1 Newton. The breaking force of the similar steel wire of diameter d2 will be equal to how much? Breaking stress of the metal will always remain same beta. Stress will be equal to how much beta? Force by area, isn't it? Stress is equals to force by your area. यानी अगर मैं दोनों के लिए कंडीशन लिखूं, F1 divided by area will be equal to your pi by 4 into your d1 square is equals to your F2 divided by your pi by 4 into your d2 square, because area is equals to pi into r square लिखते हैं ना बेटा, और diameter is nothing but 2 times of r, तो ये हो गया pi, r will be equal to d square divided by 4, उसमें लिख रहा हूँ बेसिकली, ठीक है ना. तो अगर मैं इसको F2 की वैल्यू निकाल रहा हूँ, pi by 4 यहाँ पर कैंसिल हो गया, तो F2 will be equal to your, this will become for me F1 into d2 divided by d1 का whole square, and a third option will be the answer. Simple question. Next one, energy density of your wire. See, energy density of the wire मतलब क्या बेटा? Energy per unit volume. Energy density का मतलब क्या हुआ? Energy per your unit volume का मतलब यही हुआ. Energy density कितना लिखोगे बेटा? Energy density is equals to half into stress into strain लिखोगे. So that is equals to your half stress की value of y into this one will be equal to your strain whole square, because stress is equals to y into strain I am writing. ठीक है, ये हो गया मेरे पास half y into strain square is alpha square. That will be the answer. First option. Then the next one. ये भी direct question है बेटा. Two wires of same material and length are having masses in the ratio of 4:5. If they are pulled by same force, the elongation will be equal to how much? Elongation का formula delta L is equals to your F into your L divided by A into Y. That means delta L by your delta L2 will be equal to your A2 divided by A1, inversely proportional to area. यानी delta L1 divided by delta L2 will be equal to area. अगर लिख रहा हूँ तो pi into your R2 square divided by pi into your R1 square. Pi will get cancelled. तो ये हो गया मेरे पास R2 by R1 का होल स्क्वायर. सो रेशियो ऑफ द लेंथ दे रखा है प्रॉब्लम में 4/5, तो ये हो गया 4/5 इज इक्वल्स टू योर, कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? Delta L1 by 2 wires of same material and the length have the masses in the ratio of, mass दे रखा है अपने पास, यानी मास कैसे लिख सकता हूँ मैं बेटा? देखो, mass is written as, एक मिनट, mass is written as volume into density. ठीक है ना? So volume is equals to area लिख सकता हूँ मैं. So that is equals to your stress over area. volume is equals to your A into your L into your rho. यानी mass will be equal to your pi into your R1 square into your L. डेंसिटी तो कैंसिल हो जाएगी, तो मैं अगर मैं m1 by m2 में लिखूं, m1 by m2 will be equal to your r1 square divided by r2 square. Masses दे रखा है in the ratio 4:5, यानी 4 by 5 is equals to r1 square by your r2 square. यानी r2 by r1 कितना बन जाएगा, उसका उल्टा बन जाएगा ना बेटा. So delta L1 their elongation delta L1 divided by delta L2. So r1 by r2 मतलब ये हो जाएगा 5 by 4 का होल स्क्वायर. ठीक है ना, क्लियर है? नहीं, पूरा स्क्वायर ही है ना, ये स्क्वायर ही हो गया तो स्क्वायर नहीं आएगा, तो ना 5 by 4 हो जाएगा. 5 by 4 विल बी द आंसर. क्योंकि R1 स्क्वायर बाय R2 स्क्वायर है ना बेटा, तो उल्टा लिख रहा हूँ खाली, तो डायरेक्ट 5 by 4 हो जाएगा. बहुत आसान था पेपर यार. चलो, which of the following is not constant for a material beta? Rigidity modulus, breaking force, breaking stress, and Young's modulus. See, Young's modulus, breaking stress, and rigidity moduli are depend on material only beta. So breaking force is directly proportional to of area and breaking stress. यानी breaking force is your not constant for the given y. ठीक है? Next one. If a rubber ball is taken to a depth of, ये तो मैंने क्लास में बहुत बार करवाया था. Depth दे रखा है 200 meters inside the water. Its volume decreases by 0.2%. The bulk modulus of the rubber is, bulk modulus का फॉर्मूला बेटा B is equals to your delta P divided by minus of delta V by V. फॉर्मूला याद है? H का फॉर्मूला कैसे लिखोगे बेटा? Pressure at the depth of your H will be equal to how much बेटा? Rho G into your H. That is divided by minus of delta V divided by V. So that is equals to density कितना है बेटा? 10 power 3 into G की वैल्यू है 10 into height दे रखा है 200 divided by delta V by V कितना दे रखा है? Decreases by 0.2%. यानी that will be equal to your minus of your 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. तो इसको simplify कर लो, that will give me the answer approximately 10 to the power of 9 Newton per meter square. ठीक है, चलो next one. A planet has a radius 2 times and mass density same as that of the Earth. The ratio of the escape velocity of the planet to that of the Earth will be equal to how much? So escape velocity को अपने को किसमें लिखना है बेटा? Escape velocity V is equals to under root of 2 times of capital G capital M divided by R. So VE is equals to directly proportional to under root of mass divided by radius. So VP divided by your of a planet divided by Earth is equals to under root of your mass of planet divided by mass of Earth into radius of the Earth divided by radius of the planet. बस इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लो, आंसर से निकल जाएगा. ठीक है ना? मास को लिखने का तरीका मालूम है ना बेटा? मास इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी वगैरह लिख के कर दीजिए. ठीक है, पेपर तो ओवरऑल ही बहुत इजी था. आई डोंट नो हाउ यू हैव परफॉर्म. डॉपलर इफेक्ट वगैरह, हाँ बेटा कल प्रॉब्लम्स कराता हूँ मैं. नहीं आता बेटा, बराबर करो. कहीं को आया आप लोग मासेस नहीं निकाले शायद बराबर, वही तो प्रॉब्लम ना. आधा आधा पढ़ते थे, छोड़ देते. मास ऑफ द प्लैनेट कितना है बेटा? मास ऑफ द प्लैनेट कितना आ रहा हो बता. 9th one है इतना होगा. मास ऑफ अर्थ विल बी इक्वल टू 4/3 pi into your r cube into rho हो जाएगा. मास ऑफ द प्लैनेट विल बी इक्वल टू 4/3 pi into रेडियस कितना है बेटा? 8 into your r cube into rho, यानी ये बन जाएगा 8 times of mass of earth. So velocity of the planet divided by velocity of your earth will be equal to under root of mass of your planet divided by mass of your earth था into radius of the earth divided by radius of planet था. अब इसको डाल दो, under root of this is 8 times of mass of earth divided by mass of earth into radius of the earth कितना है बेसिकली बताओ? Radius of the earth will be equal to your, कुछ चेंज दे रखा है क्या? रेडियस ऑफ द अर्थ इज आर, रेडियस ऑफ द प्लैनेट इज 2 times the radius of the earth. ये वाला ये वाला ये वाला ये वाला चले गए, and this will become for me how much? 2 1s are 2 4s are, यानी this will be root 4 divided by 1. Root 4 is nothing but 2/1. Third option will be the answer. सर मास डेंसिटी, हाउ मास डेंसिटी इज सेम बेटा, देखो प्रॉब्लम में क्या दे रखा, द प्लैनेट हैज द रेडियस 2 times and the mass and density are same as that of your earth. Planet has the radius 2 times, radius is 2 times and mass density 2 times, radius is 2 times and mass density of the metal is same, only density is remaining same beta. Radius is 2 times. हाँ तो मास के अंदर रेडियस है ना बेटा, ठीक है। चलो देर हो गया आज के लिए, टेक केयर, जज़ाकल्लाह, बाय।